Hello everyone, welcome to Rajeshwari's Commerce and Management Study Hub. I am Rajeshwari here. In the previous class, we have understood the format of cash flow statement and the purpose of preparing the cash flow statement. Let us understand today by solving the question. From the following balance sheet of Tiger Limited, balance sheet of Tiger Limited is given liabilities, assets. Here you can observe 20 and 21 details are given. The 21 will be our current year, 20 will be our previous year. Here we are comparing. So that is why cash flow is very important. It helps us to understand the flow of cash in the historical past and the present. Okay. So that's here we are comparing 2 years, previous year and the current year. The liabilities are equity share capital, 10% preferential capital, general reserve, profit and loss account, proposed dividend, bills payable, outstanding expenses, provision for taxation are given. Under asset side, goodwill, land and building, plant, investment, debtors, stock, and cash are given. Now we have an additional information also in the question. The additional information is depreciation charge on land and building rupees 20,000 and plant rupees 10,000 during the year. Prepare a cash flow statement. So let us prepare the cash flow statement. To prepare the cash flow statement, we need net profit for the current year. Here we are preparing cash flow as per AS3, Accounting Standard 3 revised indirect method. Okay. Under indirect method, first we are taking net profit as per profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 7,200 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10,800 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಈ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಲಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. Now 10,800 minus 7,200, 3,600 ಇದೆ. So the difference we are recording. Net profit as per P&L is 3,600. Okay. ಈಗ ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಜೊತೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಪ್ರಾಪ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಡಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಅಪ್ರಾಪ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಟು ಜನರಲ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಜನರಲ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ 8,000 in the previous year, 12,000 in the current year. So we have transferred the difference 4,000 amount to the 2021 general reserve. So that amount we are taking. General reserve. Reserve 12,000 minus 8,000. 4,000. ಜನರಲ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಪೋಸ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಪೋಸ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, proposed dividend are proposed by the board of director between the two annual general meetings. Okay, proposed dividend ನ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, 15,600. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ provision for tax. Provision for tax ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? We don't know future what will be the exact tax amount. By approximation, we are keeping some amount to meet the future expenses. So that is why it is called as provision. Okay, provision for taxation 12,800 amount ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. Now add these three amounts. 4,000 plus 15,600 plus 12,800, 32,400 plus Profit 3,600. Total 36,000. Okay. To this amount, we are adding all non-cash expenses or the operating expenses which we have debited to the profit and loss account. Okay. So non-cash expenses ಅಲ್ಲಿ first ಬರೋ item ಯಾವುದು? Depreciation. Depreciation we are considering depreciation on land and building. So here directly given, no need to calculate. We are just recording the whatever given amount. Land and building is to 20,000. Plant depreciation ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. On plant ಎಷ್ಟು? 10,000. ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಗುಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು? Here no information, but if you observe, here previous year 24,000 goodwill, current year 18,800 reduced, means written off, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ರೆಪ್ಯುಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇಂಟ್ಯಾಂಜಿಬಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ 24,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 18,800 ಮೈನಸ್ 24,000. 18,800 minus 24,000, 5,200. What is the total of these three? We don't have any other non-operating expenses, so we are adding these three. 20,000 plus 10,000 plus 5,200, 35,200. Okay, then add cash flow from operating activities before working capital changes. 35,200 plus 36,000, 71,200 ಇದೆ. Now we are considering working capital. Working capital ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? We are adding increase in current liability. So current liabilities ಯಾವ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ? Bills payable, outstanding expenses ಇದೆ. Bills payable increase ಆಗಿದೆ. Outstanding expenses decrease ಆಗಿದೆ. Increase in current liability we are adding. Decrease in current liability we are deducting. Now what is the increase amount? The difference amount we are going to take. 21,200. Increase in current liability, under this we are considering bills payable. Bills payable, that is 21,200 minus 14,000. 21,200 minus 14,000 is 7,200. Okay. Now with this we are adding decrease in current asset. Decrease in current assets na add ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. So current assets ಯಾವ್ದು? Debtors, stock. Cash is also current asset, but we are not going to consider here. So debtors increase, stock decrease. Increase in current asset we are deducting. Decrease in current assets we are adding. Now stock we are adding here. Stock is to 31,200 minus 34,000. 31,200 minus 34,000, 2,800. These two we are adding, less vice versa. Decrease in current liability. ಎಷ್ಟು? ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. 2,400 minus 3,200. The decrease amount is 800, right? And increase in increase in current asset. What is the increased amount? On debtors, it is 43,200 minus 30,000. So 13,200 is increased amount. Now we'll write the total amount from the changes in working capital. 7,200 plus 2,800 minus 800 minus 13,200 minus 4,000. Whenever we are representing amount inside the bracket, then it is negative. Okay. Now cash generated from operating activity is 71,200 minus 4,000. 67,200. This is not our net cash flow. Okay, from operating activity. This will be cash generated from operating activity. From this amount, we need to deduct the tax whatever we have paid for the year, less income tax paid. Income tax paid. Here no information is there. How you will take? See, whenever the provision for taxes taken or given, the previous year will be current year income tax paid amount. This amount we have kept for advance for the next year. Okay. So this 11,200 is the tax paid for the year. Okay. 11,200 from 67,200 minus 11,200, 56,000 is cash flow from net cash flow. Net cash flow from operating activity. 56,000, right? 67,200 minus 11,200, it is 56,000. 56,000. So what we have done? First we have taken net profit as per the profit and loss account by deducting the current year amount with the previous year amount. Then we have added back whatever the future expenses we have kept from out of profit we have given. Okay, all these things we have added, that is general reserve, proposed dividend and provision for tax. Then we have added back all the non-cash expenses. Then cash flow from operative activity before working capital changes. To this amount we have added increase in current liability, decrease in current assets, then deducted the decrease in current liability and increase in current assets. Then we have received the cash generated from operating activity. From this amount, we have deducted whatever the tax we have paid for the year. The net cash flow from operating activity. With this, if any profit on sale is there, that we are deducting. Loss on sale is there means that we are adding. Expense we are adding, incomes we are deducting. Okay. Now, the next activity is, second activity is investment activity. Right. Cash flow from investment activity. Investment andreno, any purchase or sale. Right. Here, purchase or sale means all the assets we are considering. Land and building. If you observe, previous year 40 is there, current year 20 is there. Whatever the difference is there, that they have given as a depreciation. So, there is no sale or purchase on land and building. When you consider plant, there is a huge difference and the depreciation is also given. In this case, you need to prepare a ledger account for the plant. Let us prepare ledger account for the plant. Always for assets, opening balance we are recording under debit side. To balance brought down 36,000. And closing balance is by balance carry down 76,400. Depreciation is given by depreciation. Amount is 10,000. What is the difference amount, the balancing figure? Here the balancing figure is from 76 plus 10, 86,400 minus 36,000. 50,400 is the balancing figure. Whenever you have a balancing figure on your debit side, then this will be considered as a purchase. Purchase account. Balancing figure. What is a journal entry when you purchase any plant? Purchases account debtor, right? Purchase account debtor to cash account. When concerned asset name is given, you will record concerned asset name. Plant account. Right. Here, purchase account we have debited. Plant account. 50,400 balancing figure. Understood? If in case your debit exceeds the credit, then the balancing figure you are taking as a sales. Okay. Now we are recording this balance 50,400 as a purchase. Plant purchase. Any purchase that we are deducting because cash is going out. Okay, 50,400. Next, investment. Investment here only you can see it was previous year 4,000, now 14,000. So you have purchased an investment. Investment, what is the difference? Difference you are taking 14,000 minus 4,000, 10,000. So debtors already we have considered, stock also considered, cash we are not going to consider now under this. So what is your total net cash flow from investment activity? From investment activities, activity. 5,400 plus 10,000 minus 60,400. Now the last activity is cash flow from financing activity. Financing activity. Under financing activity, any issues or redemptions we are taking, considering. Now issue. Equity share capital 80 previous year, 120 in the current year. So there is an increase. Increase means issue. Issue of equity shares. Equity shares. 120 minus 80. What is the difference? 40. Issue means cash is coming in. So we are adding. Then next preference shares is given. 10% preference share capital. 40, 20. So there is a redemption. You are buy back by paying the cash. 10% redemption of preference shares. Preference shares redemption. Redemption. What is the difference? 20 minus 40 minus 20,000. Right? Then rest all other items we have considered, and proposed dividend we have declared previous year. We have paid already. So that we need to deduct. Current year we have considered under the operating. The previous year whatever dividend you have paid, that we are considering under the financing activity. Proposed Dividend. Dividend paid 11,200. Dividend paid 11,200. Now, what is your net cash from financing activity? 40,000 minus 20,000 minus 11,200. 8,800. Net cash flow from financing activity is 8,800, right? Now net increase in cash. Net increase in cash by considering all the three activity A plus B plus C. Okay, what is our net cash increase from operating activity? 56,000. Then minus 6,400 from investment activity plus 8,800 from financing activity. So the net increase is 4,400. 4,400. To this amount, we are adding opening balance of cash. Opening cash balance. Opening cash balance is, in the question whatever given in the previous year will be our opening balance. Current year is closing balance. Opening balance is 6,800. If you add, you should get your closing balance of cash. That is how we are tallying the cash flow statement. 4,400 plus 6,800. See, 11,200. You will have answer, but you need to find out how you have got that answer correctly or not. 11,200. Okay. So this is all about cash flow statement. I hope you all understood. Try to solve the question while watching the video and solve more questions also from your books. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. If you are not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe the channel. Press bell icon to receive updates. Have a great day.